Excuse me. I was just grabbing a quick biscuit. It's Graham here with the latest updates on the beta pre-launch. No. The beta launch of We Share Abundance. And I think we've got people in Facebook, but I also think we've got Deborah Nichols in YouTube, and I think she was the first person to make a comment. So although it looks like Russ Cowley is top of the comments in Facebook, I think in all truth he was beaten to it by Deborah in YouTube. Whether or not we'll see any other posts from YouTube, I don't know. So I'm going to go to We Share Abundance publicly, our Facebook group, say hello to everybody there. But I'm saying hello to everybody wherever you're viewing from, whether it's in YouTube, Twitch, or our Facebook group, We Share Abundance publicly. You're equally welcome, and it's lovely to have you here and be able to talk to you. So let me get to the Facebook group. We Share Abundance publicly, and when Facebook comes up, there we go, and we scroll down, and hopefully when we click there we'll get the comments. And we do. And in Facebook, top of the comments list is Russ Cowley from Newcastle, UK, followed by more from the UK, and then more from the UK, but actually in India at the moment, and then Nigeria, and then more from the UK and more from Nigeria. And then we got Deborah, who is also in YouTube, also in the Facebook group, from Southern Alabama, USA. So excuse me while I just wash away a bit of these biscuit crumbs. Been a busy day. Right. We have news for you. Don't know what's going on in the sporting world, don't know what's going on anywhere, don't know even what's going on in the crypto world. But looking at the Wizard token, my guess is that it's down a little bit. And we've got Peter, who says he's just caught up on yesterday's live. And we've got New Zealand, Andrew Dean in, and we've got Bulgaria. So lovely to see people from all over the world popping in and getting ready for when we get out of this beta state and start really rocking and rolling. I promise you, 2022 is going to be a terrific year for everybody. Even people that join us in 2022, but I mean, for you people that are here now, members now, you're going to get the real benefit, because the explosion is all going to be in your downlines, and it's going to affect your tokens that you've got now, and we'll never be giving away as many tokens in the future as we're giving away now. Now you make, let's say you make $100, you get one token roughly, you know, might be a third of a token or whatever, you know, but in fact it is about a third of a token, I think, if you make $100 now. But to make a third of a token, as we start progressing, you're going to have to make thousands of dollars. What it means is that third of a token you've got now that you earn from your $100 is going to be worth thousands of dollars in the future, and not the very distant future. It's going to be in the short term. When I talk about short term, I'm not talking about 24 hours, you know, I'm not talking about overnight riches. Okay, come here now and we'll make you a millionaire by tomorrow. No. It's going to take us 12 months probably to make you all millionaires. But you people that are in here now that have built up blocks of tokens are going to reap the benefits when we start this explosion. Where are we? We've got South Africa and nippy Devon. Yeah, it's been cold today. It's been a nice sunny day, but it has been cold. Graham, I totally believe in the vision behind reason approaches. I have a couple of suggestions on how to possibly make stronger and increase the member base. Where can I send my suggestions? Send them to the support desk and they'll pass them on to me, Johnny. And we value all contributions, all suggestions. We don't always use them, but we always consider them and we welcome them. So there we go. Quite often, some of the things that are suggested we've already got planned. Sometimes they're just not feasible. Some of the ideas, would be great if we could make them work, but we always look at things. Okay, and we got Thomas Smith. Where are you from, Thomas? We got more from the UK, Doncaster. What's the time? 7 minutes past. We'll have a little drink and then we'll have a short prayer. I won't be having another one because it's empty. Okay, but that's my meal for the day. A few biscuits and a glass of water. Right. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that each member's heart may be filled with unconditional love, and that through that love each member may find the joy of service, and through that service that each member may attract into their lives everything they need and want from you. Amen. Okay, so Russ Cowley, yeah, he's not bothering with the water. He's got a pint of rum and coke or something there. No, it can't be rum and coke, that colour. He must be on the beer for a while. Okay. Right, let's get cracking. Support and everything are all doing well as always. Devyani's answered or replied to a lot of tickets that she had or that had been referred to her, and everything other than that have been totally resolved. Devyani sometimes needs more information because if they're development things, she needs to know exactly what's going on and why. So you'll probably get, if it's been passed to Devyani, she'll probably be asking for more in-depth information so that we can get to the bottom of things. But she has corrected a lot of minor issues today. I think in place now is the suggestion that somebody made for an email when you get a new referral. So when you get a new referral, you should receive an email with their username and their email address. We're sending it as soon as they register. So we can't send their real name because we don't get that until they complete their profile. So it's as soon as they've got their username in there, you get the email and it's got their email address, so you can contact them and ask them if they need any help, and just be the person you would like to have contacted you when you joined. Okay, just offer to be of assistance. Okay, right, and we've got Suchitra in from India, and Thomas says he's from British Columbia. Okay, Canada. We have other people from BC, of course. I've not seen anyone else today, but we do have other members in BC, Tom. So maybe you can hook up with them. Right, that's part of the development. So let me just check on Skype. Just a second, I'll pull up the Skype message I got from the last one. Okay. Right, there's nothing else that's relevant to you other than the fact that what we've started work on now, and it's a big job. It's not just a case of just clicking a few switches, because it affects an awful lot of things. But what we've started on now is changing the daily reward system back to what it should have been in the first place, which is based on the daily basis. So when we get that completed, it'll mean it doesn't matter what time of the day you log in, as long as you log in each day. You don't have to wait 24 hours. You can log in at 1:45 server time. The server time is on your dashboard, and log in at midnight server time, and you will get 2 credits. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether they're seconds apart, hours apart, or whatever. As long as you log in every fresh day in server time, then you will be credited. As I say, we started on it today, but it is a big job, and it probably won't be completed till Wednesday. It's that big a job. I know sometimes you think, oh, it's easy, we'll switch this and we'll switch that, and why don't they do this? Because it just takes time, and we have to make sure that all the affected parts are working correctly as well. So, well, that is what we're on now, and that is something that I know will please you once it's completed. It'll please me as well, and it'll please the support team. It's not a bug. It was something that was programmed correctly, but the idea behind the programming was wrong. It should never have been programmed for you to log in every 24 hours. It should have been for you to log in every day. So it's not a bug in the coding, but we have to change all the coding because the idea behind it wasn't right. So that is our main focus for the next couple of days, to get that sorted out. Right, and that covers the updates on development and things. And we've got the numbers here. I took these out just a few minutes ago because I've been working on the skeleton for the new back end, and that skeleton, if you like, I think is now complete. So if you do go to We Share Abundance /WSA, all the links on the different pages that'll take you to different places now should give an overall picture of everything, but you can find out just the bits that interest you. You don't have to watch everything. Well, there's nothing to watch at the moment because there's no videos there, apart from the videos that we already had for the Easy Business Builder. So you can get to them through there. But it is the skeleton for an interactive site, a site where you'll be able to say, yeah, okay, I want to find out about this, and you can just click on that and you can find out about it quick. You don't have to go through an hour or a 2-hour webinar to find out what things are about. Okay, and that's what we're working on, and that's what the skeleton is there for. And the reason it's on different web pages rather than just being simply an interactive video, which is what was the original intention. There will be videos on each page, and we may have in fact, an interactive video as well. But the reason we've split it into pages is because not everybody understands English. And even the people that do understand some English, often it's not their first language, and it's difficult for them, particularly if they're watching a video and trying to catch things and it's said and then it's gone. But if we have the transcript of the video on the page, then they can follow the video with the transcript, because they can convert that transcript into their own language. And they can do that with the Google Translator option, which is in the top right of all our web pages. So that's the reason for splitting it all onto lots of different pages, which has been a bit of a pain, but I think it'll be worthwhile. Ultimately, we'll get lots of little short videos that will just explain things, and you'll be able to access just the parts that you need to get to. You don't have to go through even a 20-minute video. You'll be able to just say, okay, I want to learn about this, and it'll be there. 2 minutes, boom, gone. Okay, you've got it right. So that's what we're working on now. And of course, once that is all in place, we will change the menus on the website, and we'll get that working. And once all that is working, then we're going to bring in the heavy squad. We're going to bring in people that are top class website designers to make sure it all flows really well. It's the best optimization we can have, with the most up-to-date graphics, and we'll probably get some better videos than I can produce as well. At that stage, there'll be more attractive videos, and there may be a possibility also to get subtitles on the videos in different languages as well. And I know Christian talked to me about the possibility of even having different languages spoken on the videos. So I'd have to check with Christian again about that to see how that's done. But that's what we're working to. We're working to make it easier for everybody, no matter what country you're from, no matter what language you speak. We're going to make it as easy as possible for everybody to make money, no matter where you're starting from, whether you can afford a couple of $100 or whether you can't afford anything. We're going to give you ways to get started and help others get started in the same way and generate income. And it's all coming. It won't all be done like that, but it is all on its way, and we are getting closer to that. And of course, the big explosion will come when we can launch that SOAP program. SOAP stands for Success on a Plate. But it also means we're going to clean up the industry. We're going to clean up in attracting people, but we're going to clean it up by making it something that's never been done before. We've already got something that's never been done before. We're going to do even more that's never been done before, in that we're going to allow people to we as a nation will pay people to join us, and they'll be able to profit by us paying people to join them. So they'll be able to go out and build. Even if you say, oh, I can't refer, I've never been able to refer, I don't want to refer. But if you can give somebody $2, and by giving them $2, you put $2 in your own pocket, do you think you could refer then? Because that's what SOAP is going to be about. And it's going to change the whole industry. It's going to give us such massive growth that's never been seen before, to literally bring in millions of people within a few months, not even a full year, I don't think. I think we're going to get to 100 million people in under 12 months. and that is colossal, and that is going to do what I've been talking about for your tokens. They're going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars each, and you don't need a lot of tokens when they're worth tens of thousands of dollars each, to have a fortune. But they're not only the value of the token. The value of the token is easy. We can create value in the token easily, but we're going to create liquidity in a way that's never been done before with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrencies are well over 95% speculative involvement. We're going to have 100 million users, people using the tokens. Well, just in the same way that there are people using the US dollar in the States, and people using the euro in Europe, and people using the pound in Great Britain, and the yen in Japan. We're going to have 100 million users. We're going to have a nation of over 100 million people using our currency, and that has never been done before. And that is why people don't understand what we're about. They say, "Oh, we should be doing this and we should be doing that." We're not copying anything. We are trendsetters. We are disruptive in the industry, and because of that, you're going to find untold wealth. Things like Dogecoin and Simba, or whatever it's called, and various others that are speculative. They tend to get pumped by the big investors and then dumped by the big investors. You've seen recently the Musk fellow, what's his name, Elon Musk, announced, he was putting 15 billion into Bitcoin when it was about 35,000 a coin. And because he said that, the value of Bitcoin shot up to $60,000 each. My guess is that he took his 15 billion out at the top price and still had a pocket full of Bitcoins. But what happened to all the people that put their money in that went up to $60 million? Most of them lost out because it came down. Okay, it's been up there again. I don't know what it's at present, but my guess is it's down on yesterday, just looking at our numbers, and I've not had time to check. But this is the speculative nature. People that have large amounts can manipulate the market, but they can't manipulate fiat currencies in the same way because they're user-based. Okay? They don't have the ability to manipulate user-based currencies. And we are going to be the first major user-based cryptocurrency. Okay, I know El Salvador has adopted Bitcoin as their currency. They have it as a valid currency within El Salvador is the Bitcoin. You can use it anywhere for anything, and they have their own exchange, and they're even building a Bitcoin city, which is going to be powered by volcanic action, and it's going to mine Bitcoins as well as become an international tax haven. They're going to make it free of corporation tax and income tax, and they're building this city from scratch, and it's going to be a circular thing with the Bitcoin image in the middle, and housing and offices and all sorts. Very big project, and this has been announced in the news today. But even so, that is still just a tiny portion of Bitcoin, even with that massive input from a country. I don't know what their population is. Probably not as big as our population will be. But our currency will be mostly in the hands of the members, the users of the currency, not in the hands of speculators. It'll be in your hands, okay, for you to benefit. And the only way people will get a hold of our currency is by buying it from you or by becoming members and getting the handouts. But the handouts are going to be tiny, because not necessarily tiny in terms of cash value, dollar value, if you like, but they're going to be tiny in proportion to the tokens. For example, if they're earning $1,000 a month and the tokens are worth $100,000, they're only going to get 1/100th of a token. And you know how many tokens you've got in your pocket now. Okay, not in your pocket literally, but in your wallet, in your pocket. Okay, and that is what's going to happen. So hang in there. It's all in the plan. It's all in the plan. It's a divine plan. We are operating on divine will. We cannot fail. We are going forward, and we will achieve everything that we set out to do. Okay, where are we? Let me see where we were up to. I remember seeing Russ Cowley's pint pot. So I remember seeing Suchitra, and I remember seeing Tom saying he was from Canada, and then we have Joe from Suriname. We have more from Nigeria, and more from Nigeria. What about visa withdrawals? It's been thick. Please read the website and follow the last 100 or so live updates, please. Okay. And we got Jareer from Oman, who will maybe be heading back to Australia. They are allowing people in there now. Don't know how many they're allowing in, what you have to do and what you have to be. But I did see it reported that they were opening some of their borders. I don't know whether that'll let the Barmy Army in for the Test cricket. I don't know, but there you are. Things may be moving in the right direction, although they seem to be going in the wrong direction in a lot of Europe. We've got riots going on in Italy and the Netherlands and Austria, and I don't know where else, because of the ridiculous sanctions that are being placed by governments on people. They think they're rulers instead of there to serve the community. Unfortunately, government has got too big-headed, too full of its own importance, and they don't really understand what they should be doing. And the sooner they learn, the better. They should be serving the community, not attempting to rule the community. And sooner or later, and it's happening now, the community is going to get fed up with the oppression, and they're going to rebel against it. And that is happening, and it will not subside until governments come into line. People are not prepared to surrender their liberty. Okay, let's have the look at the numbers anyway. Now I've had my little rant. Yeah, I know you plan to go back there to Australia. I know you're working in Oman at the moment, but I know you do have plans to get back there, and I know you've got quite a bundle of tokens as well. You're going to be very well placed financially as well. Next year, you'll be able to retire. Most of you will be able to retire in comfort and luxury next year. The people that are here. Okay, we have a net increase of 58 in our registered members to 47,763. The numbers we have are pretty limited. I've still not got time to put more statistics into the admin area. So I'm limited in what I can report, and that's about it from within the admin area. The other information that I give you is from third-party sites that you can get yourself just as easily, but we'll keep giving you the information. So site ranking for We Share Abundance, we gained 110 places. We are now the 8,587th ranked site. Not exactly sure what it means, but I think it's to do with visitors and the time spent on the site and how popular the site is. So when you think that we're well into that top 9,000 out of all the billion sites out there, we're still in beta and we've still only got 47,000 members. That's amazing. That is amazing. And can you imagine where we're going to be next year? We're going to have people like Google and Facebook saying, "Can we buy you?" And we're going to say, "No, up yours." We may buy them instead, and then get rid of all the ridiculous censorship and rules. Okay, so we're not selling, but we're going to be up there and we're going to be attracting interest, and people are going to want to make offers for what we have. It's going to mean that we can generate amazing advertising revenue, not just from people who want a little solo ad to our members, but from the big corporations, motor companies, fizzy drinks, your Coca-Colas and Pepsi people, all these people that do advertising on things like the Super Bowl, that want to reach people all over the world. They're going to come to us because we've got hundreds of millions of members all over the world that have available cash, and we're going to make them pay for it. And what's going to happen to the money that comes in from that? It's going to go to you guys. Okay, right. So we climbed 110 places for We Share Abundance, and we dropped 87 for Multiplied WeSer, which is not surprising. It's a little bit surprising that we climbed 110 for We Share Abundance at this stage, I got to confess. But it's not surprising that Multiply WeSer is dropping down the rankings, because at the moment the WeSer token is still down in the less than a cent bracket. In fact, it's down even more than it was. It was about 0.5 cent not long ago, back down to 1/3 of a cent, I think, around about now. But that is all going to come good as well, so hang in there. We had just 3 new email verified members in Multiply WeSer. Nobody bought advertising for the first time. Bonus pool went up by just $3 to $9,424.87. Total members in there now are 13,123. About half of them have bought advertising at some stage. 6,392 bought advertising. Okay, what else? Tokens. WeSer token, as I say, it's down to about 1/3 of a cent in Waves and in your back office. and it's down to just over 1/4 of a cent in coin ranking. So somebody's sold a few at a really low price, but not that many of them. There's only $37 trading volume in the last 24 hours. So it only needs somebody to spend $5 buying a few at a higher price, and it'll all come up again. There's no volume there. It doesn't really mean anything at this moment in time. When we start putting the volume through, that's when you're going to see sustained growth, and that's going to attract the speculators. And the Visa token will be more speculative than the WISAB token, the Visa Abundance token. But both will be less speculative than any other tokens. Okay, we have on the WISAB token, that is down about $3 on yesterday in all. It's down to $94 in waves, from 97 down to 119 in your back office from 122, and it's down about $5 in coin ranking, from 136 to 131. But there's absolutely no volume, nothing traded in the last 24 hours. In fact, nothing traded in the last 4 days, effectively, in WISAB tokens. So any change in the price there is only a reflection of changes in the value of Bitcoin or whatever it is they're equating it to at the last time that a purchase or a sale was made. So it's not really very meaningful at the moment. As I keep telling you, don't worry about it. Just hang in there. Know that you've got a fortune in your wallet. Okay? Let's have a look now then. Okay. I remember seeing more from Nigeria. Easy, good man. Hello. Philip was in earlier on, I think. Hello, everybody. What's this, Julia? Yes, I remember reading that one. Russ Cowley almost choked on his beer. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't want you spitting your beer out. That's a waste. Okay. How come you're on beer instead of rum and coke anyway, Russ? I tend to be more of a beer man than a spirits man nowadays. I got into spirits when I lived in Bermuda. I used to drink a lot there, but that's the only time really I've really drunk a lot of spirits. Used to drink about 40 ounces of rum a day when I was in Bermuda, but don't hardly ever touch a spirit now. Have an odd glass of wine, odd glass of beer, a lot of glasses of water. Okay, but I look forward to having a beer with you when we meet, Ross. We're going to have some good fun. Okay, that pretty much covers what I've got for you. As I say, if you want to follow that skeleton through, you can do it by going to WeShareAbundance/WSA, and then if you follow all the links on all the pages that you go through, eventually you'll get to secondary staking, which I think you'll find is interesting. It's not there yet. I think it's got a message in brackets saying it'll be available soon or something like that. But I think you'll find that interesting as well. So there's lots and lots going on. And Peter's here from the Netherlands as well. Not seen you for a while, Peter, but good to see you. And goodbye. Okay, because I've really got nothing else to add now. So let me just a minute. We've seen somebody else here in. Oh no, it's Gershon Aheto. He just says, love what you're doing. But he must be watching in YouTube or Twitch. Let me see. That's the only comment I can see there. And I'm just scrolling through to see if I can see any more. It's very difficult because they all come up as Facebook users, but you get the odd one that isn't. No, that looks like the only two. There's no questions there, so I have nothing else to answer. Go and check things out. Hang on to your tokens. Pick up all you can while you can. It won't be very long before you will never see our tokens at anything like these prices again, I assure you. And once we get into that SOAP plan, that'll be initially tested. I mentioned the 6 people that will be testing that. I can't remember who they all are now. I gave you their usernames the other day. They'll be the sort of beta testers for that. We'll just have to make sure our numbers are right, they correlate, and it is sustainable. I'm pretty sure it will be. It may need tiny tweaks, but we have plans B, C, and D in reserve when we start getting the numbers in from those 6 people. Just those 6 people are going to make our expansion very big. Just those 6 people are going to expand our growth rapidly. You're going to see massive growth from just 6 people. Can you imagine when we get 20,000 of you doing it? That's where we're going. That's what's going to happen. And that's why we're going to get into literally hundreds of millions of people within the next 12 months. 100 million is my target. We may go above that, but that is my target for the next 12 months. That is what I set out to do before I die. I don't mean I want to die within the next 12 months. I'd like to see us go to 200 and 250 million, you know. But we never know, do we? But that is there. God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. I don't know what's going on with Avazoo, sorry. Don't know what's going on with much. Oh, one thing. I did send a message out about free leads today. And the problem with it is sending messages to the leads, and especially if you get more, they give you 500 a month. So it's not too bad at that. You can break them down and send them through Gmail or something, 100 at a time. But when you start getting more leads and more leads and more leads, where are you going to send them? And I looked, and there doesn't seem to be a good free option for doing it. In fact, I don't think there is a free option for doing it. There are people that give you free for 500, but I tested some of them and they won't accept the leads that you get from there because they've got to be from a source that they recognize, which is maybe a Weber or something like that, you know. So it's difficult to find somewhere where you can mail those leads, where you can upload them and mail them. But I have an autoresponder program, which we've used in the past for some other programs. It's a little bit clumsy. Its deliverability is not as good as some of the big names, but it's acceptable. And I'm thinking of how can we maybe integrate that in, and so that you can get these free leads, upload them into this autoresponder that I have, and be able to send them there and use it as an autoresponder. As I say, it's a bit clumsy, it's not silky smooth, but you can do pretty much anything with it. I'm just wondering how we can incorporate that, but that's something that they'll be thinking about, and maybe we'll be able to, in time, build a better autoresponder and get that working for us. We can't. I don't want to upload leads into our existing server because we want to keep that clean. It's gonna have a lot of work to do with all these people joining. So it has to be on a separate server, which is what this autoresponder is. So it's something I'm looking at for you anyway. But if you get the leads, download them anyway, and then you can hang on to them if you can't do anything with them. But you can send out a message. I'll perhaps do a bit of a training video on it, and we'll see what we can get. How good are the leads? I don't know. But if they're free and you're getting 500 of them, you'll pick up a little bit here and there if you can send out messages at no cost. And you'll be able to do it with Gmail as long as you break it down into maybe 100 at a time. I'll do a bit of a training on it, and you'll be able to see how you go from there. Okay, so that's something else that in going on in the back of my head anyway. Okay. See you all the same time, same place tomorrow. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being We Share Abundance. Keep sharing love. Keep sharing abundance. Do it without any thought of reward. And you'll be amazed at the happiness that will bring into your life. And not just because of the joy of doing it, which is immense, but other things will start happening that'll change your life for the better. Financially, physically, mentally, all sorts of ways. You'll be amazed. God bless you all. See you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Check out Avazoo. I don't know what's going on. Avazoo, zoo, zoo, zoo in for you, zoo in for me. Avazoo.